Yeah, right?
Yeah, it looks good.
All right, all right, all right. Welcome. We are live here as we are ready to play some Dungeons and some Dragons. We are listening to Critical Role. Welcome to Tell Dory. You can get that in the links below and in the descriptions to buy or stream. And also, we have various smatterings of licensed music here and there that you will find. You can help some people out by throwing some inspiration in the DM chat, or in the Twitch chat rather, and you can help them be successful as we play tonight's session. Last week we had some surprise encounter with a dragon known as Karaketh Zareth Zaris, and as our crew is making their way into the inner part of their domain, they had come upon a force in which, while keeping them busy, alerted Karakath to their presence. Immediately rushing in and attempting to weaken the party. They, in fact, came in but did not plan on our party's ability to summon a Dracolich for one time only. And caused things to go very awry. And after realizing that, in particular, Mars was able to do a significant amount of damage to them, they decided to make a deal that they would give away the object that they had come from in order to, or come for, in order to get the party out of their hair. The deal thus made, our heroic group began leaving with their centaur guide quite miffed, though trusting them, as they began making plans to what this exchange of services and goods might look like. So, you are just waking up from your long rest, as we will begin our craziness today. So, as you wake up, the wood dark, sound sharp, bouncing from the stone trees. Every noise and movement, distorted, echoey, traveling farther than right. Movement of bedrolls and prayers. Some sound, some don't make any sound to your ears, yet the person across the ways of your campsite suddenly sounds like they're right next to your ear. These strange reverberations. But you come to your centaur guide nodding, themselves trying to figure out exactly what to do with this, looking very worried. And it's the first time you've kind of had to really think about or talk about what just occurred. So what would you like to do?
Well, that didn't go exactly to plan.
We're still alive.
Did we even really have a plan?
I had bits and pieces that I'm now trying to reassemble in my head.
How's that working out for you? Because I really don't want to die again.
it's very reliant on certain things right now that hopefully we can make happen with enough luck.
Could we get an idea of these certain things to help us plan better? Or is this all in your head?
Are we currently like out in the woods, or did we sleep in the mansion last night?
I did not have the spell prepared because I had to use it, so we would have slept in the woods.
Okay.
Or the tiny hut.
I'm afraid to say it out loud in case he hears. I'm gonna form the psychic link and loop Adamarsh in on it too, because I can do 5 people. And just say into the link, the bulk of my plan really relies on Karaketh coming to deliver the ring to us, not his cronies, not his shadow folks. From there, we could trap him. Derek, you can make force gauges, right?
Yes, I can make it at one time. But he's too big to fit in the cage.
Yeah, you could maybe feel like his paw.
Shit. Okay. Then there goes plan C. Plan B is, well, they're all very similar. Just luring him to a sort of false sense of, not a false sense of security, just try to distract him while we ourselves get into a more advantageous position and do whatever we can to him.
So what exactly was your deal with the dragon?
We leave the forest. He gives us the ring we're here for.
I don't think he's gonna come himself to deliver it.
Why don't we just start to leave the forest and see what happens?
Yeah, I'll continue formulating between all of us, and we could all start pitching and building the plan together while we move towards the edge of the forest.
And I'm really keeping my head on a swivel, trying to. And I know it's difficult, but I am watching out for anything.
Okay. Give dark. Well, there's dim light here actually. So go ahead and make a perception check. With do you have dark vision actually?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's perception check. Yep.
16.
All right. You look, and let's see, the 16. About 30 feet up in the trees, you see a nearly ivory-skinned individual dressed in black leather. They have chains that surround them, though they seem to make no sound as they move. They don't notice you, but you can tell they are tracking and watching.
We have the psychic link up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'll share that information with the group psychically. And
Are they watching us? Or are they?
Looks like they're tracking something, but I don't know that they're aware of us.
You can say they're watching. They're watching you. They just don't. They're not aware of you noticing them.
Okay, I got you.
Okay, so they're probably the ones telling Karkath if we left or not. I wonder if we linger long enough while still moving, linger still in Strathilf, it'll garner some sort of attention from either them or from the dragon.
How many people are there right now? Is it just one guy or two guys?
You see, well, I would say Marlborough saw one.
I saw one, but that doesn't mean there aren't more.
Can I make a perception check after Marlborough points it out?
Absolutely.
Okay, I got a 28.
You begin looking left and right, and as you continue to move, one thing you see is that they themselves don't seem to move too much. You just kind of walk away, and then they simply are above you or in front of you again. But you never see them actually walk. And you do pick up a few others. A total of 6 seem to be above you in these trees.
And as we're moving, they're just moving with us?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Approximately how close are they to us?
They're 45 feet in the air.
Okay, telepathically, I will say, guys, you make them dance. What do we think, guys?
I think we should.
Keep moving to the edge of the forest.
Yeah, I think we should keep a handle on our reserves, on everything we have, in case shit goes down. Like big shit goes down. I guess we just keep moving towards the edge.
Okay. In that case, you continue, and they seem to continue. You see now that some of them seem to be going from tree to tree with a little bit of movement. Others just kind of walk into one shadow or almost fall into a shadow and come out of another as they keep track methodically. And after a few more hours, as it is beginning to get dark, you come to the edge of Strathfell.
I gotta see. Okay, I forgot to roll to see how long the whispers lasted. I rolled a 10, so it's up for 10 hours since I put it up. So would the link still be up? Are you muted?
You're muted.
It's still up.
Cool. I'll say in the link, let's, for the plan, let's set up the mansion here, make it look like we're all, I guess, I don't know, stepping into a weird portal or something, I don't know. let's just.
How far from the edge of the forest do you get?
How far do you want me to put it away, Mars?
I say let's keep it inside the tree line, so not quite not outside, but I'll say 50 feet from the edge of the tree line.
Okay. Now Lumia will create magnificent mansion.
Okay.
And is it like it's getting close to dusk? You said, right? The sun's setting at this point. So
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so then maybe this will just pose like, oh, we're just gonna camp here for the night and then properly leave in the morning. Maybe, hopefully, sends that sort of signal to those who are watching us.
They're just gonna just magically vanish into something. They won't even know it's there once we're inside.
Yeah, true. Yeah. I'm gonna say we set up the mansion for the night, and
I can walk. I can walk 50 feet and step one right across the line, if you want me to see what happens.
I'd say let's do that in the morning, just so right now we can finish formulating whatever plan we have to deal with anything that comes towards us. Make sure we have all of our stuff prepped, but if you want to, you can. I'm not going to stop you.
If he was to come, though, wouldn't he come at night because it's darker and he's a shadow dragon, and in the morning there's more light, so it'd be harder for him to hide?
If he comes at all.
That's what I mean. So, I
Yeah,
mean, if he did come,
I agree with you.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
just
So,
thinking.
yeah.
What is Alex, our centaur paladin, doing?
At this point, he is ready to be with all of you. He's already given. Context goes. Sorry.
Bless you.
Well, what has been done has been done. I don't have much choice but to follow your lead, and hope you're not screwing my people.
Adamarsh, are you able to check in with them?
I don't have a way to communicate, no. I mean, I can send up a flare, but with the people following, it might be more risky if they give away their position.
While we're doing this, I'm gonna recast Find Greater Steed. Just to bring back Penelope, and then I will let Marlborough ride it, since I myself have flying speed now.
Nice.
Adamarsh, do you have a signal to send you people to flee?
Yes. It means to abandon everything, but yeah, can at least see if there's safety.
Okay, so that's a if shit hits the fan real bad plan for them.
Yeah.
Okay, Aro, would you want to take a step out of the tree line, like you said? So
Yeah.
if anything happens.
Derek, is it okay to ride Penelope?
Yep, you do you.
Okay. Take off. And just kind of gallop over and kind of have her hover off the ground a little bit, past the tree line.
Okay. And you do. You kind of go past the tree line. There doesn't seem to be any much change or action because of that.
Okay.
I could send him a message.
Before you do that, I'm gonna step out, see if he's waiting for me or the rest of us to step out, but I'll step out first. After Marlborough.
As you do, you step out a little bit, you walk, and there is a soft sound of crushed rock reshifting as you sense someone behind you. What are you up to?
What do you mean?
Well, it seems you are dancing with the tree line for some strange reason.
I don't really see it as dancing. We've been in there for a couple days. We're setting up our camp right at the edge and setting out in the morning.
Well,
When it's safer for us to head out.
fine. We come bearing the agreed upon payment from Karaketh. When you significantly leave, we shall see it delivered to you.
Are we all together when this when this is happening?
Mars said they stepped out of the tree line like 50 feet.
How many people stepped out?
Just Mars, because Marlboro came back.
Oh no, I meant the creepy dudes.
Just one creepy dude is there currently.
Oh,
I
okay.
just see they have long white hair that kind of comes past their waist that drips back with a large spear on their back.
Is our psychic link still up?
Oh yeah, it lasts. It has a range of a mile, so.
Okay. I say, guys, I can dominate this person.
I hold off on that. I'll turn around and look at the shadow person. Say, could you actually deliver a message to him for me? My friends and I have been communicating throughout the day in our own way, and we realized he could actually be of great help to us in a coming fight, and we would like to strike a deal.
He has his own battles and fights to worry about.
I think this coming fight concerns all living creatures on this plane, or all just creatures in general.
Well, my suggestion to you would be to complete your deal. Then you may beg him for an audience. And if he orders us to escort you, to a place within the Strathfell, we would do so.
Okay. I'll hold my hand out for a handshake.
Looks. I do not deal. It is Karakath. And they vanish before your eyes.
I say into the link, so much for manners, I guess. Okay. Putting part of the plan in motion. Let's everyone step out of the tree. Trees, come over to me. Put this part of the deal to end.
Shiny will step out. Why the music doing that?
Element follows.
All right.
Yep.
All right, onwards.
All right.
Well,
So you move. So you move far away from you. Like kind of take your travel away from the woods.
yeah. Well, what's like at the edge of the woods? Is it just field or is it?
If you remember, it is basically just rockland, like blasted, charred landscape,
Okay.
flat, and except for like petrified monsters from long ago
Okay.
that crumble. The blight sure is, not one for vegetation.
Well, since we already cast the mansion, do we want to, or do we want to undo that note? But it's already cast.
Undo
You
what
cast
note?
it.
I can't
Yeah.
undo it, Morris. It's literally there now. I'm going to go back to sleep in my mansion. I'll see you in the morning.
Yeah, I don't know how magic works. I'm sorry. I think let's sleep in the mansion.
So we're taking a rest. We're sleeping here.
I mean, if you want to sleep outside, you can. Because some people don't think plans through.
Hey, look, shit happened. I don't know how magic works. I'm new to magic, and it's all really confusing.
Shiny's gonna wander off about, I don't know, 25 feet away from the group, just out into nowhere, really. He wants to just get out of the earshot. He's gonna cast Sending to that lady he met in Adam Marsh's village in Caliphie,
Hmm.
the one that was tending to the centaur with PTSD. He's just
Yes.
like, hi, it's Shiny. I hope everything is okay over there. I'm with Adam Marsh. He's okay. Are you?
The shadows have grown darker nearest the camp. Others have experienced the same thing in the other camps. Something in the darkness is moving against, but waiting.
Oh man, I was afraid of. Shiny will go into the mansion.
Feeling bad for almost throwing out that one plan with the mansion. I'm not going to sleep in the mansion. I'm going to use the cottage chest tonight, just out on the blasted rockland. So I'm going to head and stay in there tonight.
Okay.
Where's Adamarsh?
Adamars has gone into the mansion and eats the food and just kind of keeps to themselves.
Yeah, Shiny will try to act normal, but he looks like distracted.
Shiny, are you okay?
Yep. Everything's fine.
Insight check. That's a dirty 20.
Against my 15 deception. Everything's not fine. Oh my god, things are bad. Things are going to get really bad really soon.
What's wrong, Shiny? Should we go talk somewhere? We're at a marsh, isn't it?
Do you have a library in here?
Yeah. Follow me.
Yeah, I want to see some books.
Now let me just leads them up the stairs. And there's a door that now says library on it. She opens it.
And what's in this library?
Bunch of coloring books. And some few magic books that she has, and a couple past stories that she thinks she remembers pieces of from her childhood. So they're like halfway, like you'd probably read it and it'd go a couple pages and then be blank. And then there might be like a happy ending, but there's half the story's missing. Oh, this is my library.
Cool library. So I just messaged the lady at the camp that we were at Caliphie, where we met Adam Marsh, and I had asked her if she was okay. I let her know that we were seeing Adam Marsh, and Adam Marsh was okay because he's with us, and that's fine. But I wanted to make sure she was okay because I have a really bad feeling that because they saw Adam Marsh that they're going to like attack the villages or something. I think they're getting ready to attack the villages because she said that all the shadows are getting really close to the village, and that's what all the other villages are like too.
So then we should really go back there and help them right now, like probably right now, because that they might get attacked. And that's probably why the dragon wanted us to leave.
Maybe.
Because he knew, he saw Adam Marsh with us. He would know that Adam Marsh isn't there to protect them.
And Mars has all these plans, and I don't really understand all these plans, and I don't know what to do.
I know what to do. And Nailumi is like, Marlboro, are you inside the mansion?
Marvel's asleep.
Are you inside the mansion?
Yeah, I'm in there sleeping.
Then she
Got
points
my
her
eyes
finger
closed.
down, and you get a whisper in your head going, Marlboro! Marlboro! Come to the library upstairs!
Marvel's already having bad memories about the last time he had some kind of problem. He had to go in a room in the mansion. So he goes ahead and gets up and heads up, I guess, up to the mansion. Up to the library. Marvel's probably never seen the inside of a library.
You finally find it. Marlboro,
Yep.
Shiny has a bunch of stuff that she should tell you. But you should probably slow it down, Shiny. He just woke up.
Maybe we should just get everybody besides Adam Marsh here over and over again.
Okay.
Cast message to Mars and Derek. Team meeting in the library. Team meeting in the library.
I don't hear it. I'm not in the mansion.
Are you 120 feet away?
Well,
It's different plane, right?
plane, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I'm in a cottage on the beach. Or the blasted rockland. Furiously making notes.
I'll go get Mars.
Okay.
Nailumi's gonna fly out, go looking for this cottage.
Derek would have heard the message, though.
Right then, I will come over into the library.
Okay.
And Lumia, you come into the cottage, and I have just Pepe Sylvia in one of the rooms, just like note after note, plan after plan after plan. I can't figure one out.
Hey Mars.
Yeah, hey, yeah, what's up? Huh?
Shiny talked to one of the centaur people, and he has some information about what's going on back there.
Okay.
Have you slept yet? Or tried
No.
to?
No. It's been like half an hour.
Well, Marva was sleeping. I just figured. But okay.
Yeah.
So you did a lot in a half hour.
I got a lot brewing up here in my head. And as you look, it's not just stuff about the dragon; it's other stuff about the Feywild plan and the Mind Flayer plans as well. I got a lot of plans, but I'll start like shoving them all into like pockets, and then um, I'll usher Nailumia out, go with her, and shrink the cottage back down into the chest form and go into the mansion with her.
Okay. So you all gathered in the mansion. Easy enough.
Okay, now that everyone's here, I sent a magical message to the lady at Caliphie that I had talked to, and she said that her village and the other outposts are being surrounded by shadows, and they fear an encroachment is coming.
They need to get out. They need to move.
They are surrounded. They can't move. They're surrounded by darkness. If they leave their camp, that's like their only source of light and protection. And it's basically nighttime already.
I have a dumb plan. Mars, are you able to teleport us?
Where to?
Well, you said the. Hold on. Have you told us all that you talked to that person yet?
Me?
Yes.
Well, yeah, you guys all saw me talk to them, but I assume I was like, I assume I told you.
Okay. Well, my plan would involve us. I mean, we can't let the ring go if that's what we came here for. But it seems like they're going to hold that ring over us to make us leave, and then that's when they strike at this camp. So, what happens if we strike the party that has the ring and take it from them, and then Mars, you teleport us to the camp since we've been there?
How far away are we from the camp? Like, how long of a journey would it be?
If you were to go right to the camp at this point, you'd probably be probably about 5 hours away.
Or I have something from the village that could get us there right away.
You have Adamarsh.
I mean, we can't let those villagers die.
Yeah, we can't.
Wow, what is he waiting for? We're 5 hours away.
He's waiting for us to be gone so that the people who stood up to him and did a lot of shit to him would be gone, so he'd have a now higher chance to wipe out the centaurs.
Because if we leave and Adamarsh is left alone, he can have his men hold Adamarsh back long enough then that he could destroy his people. And then by the time Adamarsh is back, he'd have nothing to fight for. Everything would be gone.
There's only one village, right, Matt?
That you know of. Though when they talked to you, it sounded like there were multiple camps, and that she was trying to indicate that they had gotten messages from all the camps indicating the same thing.
Mars just has the guiltiest look on his face right now.
Yeah, I don't think we pissed off a very smart dragon, and he's using this plan to help him.
Well,
I
Adamar
mean,
has to have a contingency plan for something like this.
Should we tell him? I mean, they are his people.
Shine's going to send a message to Adamarsh. Adamarsh, report to the library, please.
Your late fees are due.
A slow clip clopping comes forth, and soon the now somewhat sullen face of Adamarsh makes its appearance with his large figure. Yes. What, I assume there are more unravelings.
Kikesh is going to attack your village. All of your villages. Do you have like emergency exits?
Of course we have plans, but what do you mean? Are they in position?
Yes, I talked to that lady at the camp that was taking care of the guy that was sick, and she said that Caliphate and the other villages are being surrounded by darkness.
I see.
But maybe she just got confused because it's nighttime. Maybe she lost track of the time.
You insult her again like that, I will cut your throat.
I'm not trying to insult her. I'm just trying to look.
But you did. Now, if they're surrounded, there is little hope. There is a chance that this may be Karakath flexing or gaining leverage for another part of this deal. If they're still alive, as you say. Because all you know is they're surrounded.
That's what she said.
Well, if they're not dead yet, there must be a reason.
How capable in a fight are the people at the camp we picked you up at?
They're warriors, but our protections, all of us, we work more as strike teams, not defenders. You saw yourself, from my understanding, those were some of the weakest troops of Karakath that we fought before. If they've sent in stronger. No, frankly, none of them are as skilled as you.
We could be there for support driving back. We know sunlight makes them weaker. We get in, set it up, drive them back. Maybe that to our advantage.
But they also know what you can do now.
They do.
I said as we left, you changed our agreement. And your promise was to see it through in whatever form. We're frankly in the shit now. So, whatever you say, I don't have much of a recourse. You see this, leader now, just looking already defeated, as if they gave away their hope to someone who maybe wasn't worth it in you. But has no choice anymore and doesn't know what to do other than just follow.
How far is your camp from the edge of the forest of the domain?
From the edge of the Strathfell, it's if they ride hard, maybe 2 hours by centaur.
And that's just one encampment. I take it there are multiple. That's securing a percentage of the populace. We bring multiple out. We bring one section out. They could just strike in at the rest.
Yes. If I have a guess, he is a strategic person. Karakath. So there's some advantage he wishes to gain or leverage against you. We can alleviate that, good, but there will be a majority of casualties versus rescues, I'd have to think, depending on what he has leveraged. We have been traveling now 2 days. In 2 days, he's been able to mobilize whatever he wants.
I truly have no plan for this now. I can't think of a way through this. There's no certain guarantee that if we leave, he'll strike at the villages. But it's still on the table. He wouldn't have the shadows surrounding them if he wasn't afraid of playing that card.
Sure.
We just for the first time in a long time, I don't know what words to say. Barbaro, you have some military experience, a lot more fighting than I have. Can you offer any sort of insight if you can? I don't know.
So, what exactly was the deal with the dragon precisely?
He told me to leave. Told us to leave. And I said, we'll leave if he gives us the ring. To which he accepted.
Now, I'll look to the pally and say, is there a way to have your people come here, or can we lead them here some kind of way? Do you have a way to communicate via flare to have them rally to you, and we'll move them out of the forest since we said we would leave?
I can, but if they're surrounded, as you say, you could just as easily order the strike then.
Mars, can you send? When can you teleport? What does it cost?
We rested last night. It just takes power from the necklace. But
can you teleport across planes?
no, I can only teleport onto this plane of existence.
Okay. Specifically, could you teleport maybe a couple of us to the village tonight from here in the mansion?
Well, we can step outside of the mansion and teleport there, but like I can't. That's more of a that's magic I don't understand. I only know about the teleportation through the timepiece.
Can we let the creature that's following us know that we're waiting on the rest so that we can leave the forest?
I don't think he wants them to leave.
And then we can well, I don't know, maybe he does.
No, they're his leverage.
If they're gone, they can't harass him.
And if they're gone, he can't use them for leverage.
If they move, they get attacked.
That's what I'm saying. So if maybe a couple of us could teleport there tonight, that way there'll be somebody there if something does happen, and we could, then send message to you again if you guys need to teleport after you get the ring tomorrow. If he decides to attack the village anyway, we can let you know right away, and then you can teleport. You can teleport there.
Okay, guys, I have a crazy idea. What if we just told him to find a new home?
They can't leave where they are.
Derek, are you talking about the dragon or the centaurs?
The dragon.
This from wow.
Why would you listen?
Garakath invaded Strathfell, destroying it utterly and everyone inside. I don't see why he'd have any reason to leave. Our mission has always been to just keep the darkness from overflowing onto the rest of Blightshore.
You can. I'm saying the only thing I can think of is either we just continue with the deal as is, and somehow check in with the villages after the deal goes down, and if it goes wrong, then we go back, or we try to be preemptive about it and send people who can be sneaky there tonight. And if the guy questions it, we just say that we had to go home. We went home, and so we go home, but we go to the village to spend there overnight, and we hide there. And if anything goes wrong, we can let you know. I mean, you won't be able to get to us until tomorrow, but if he's not going to attack until after the exchange happens, you'll be able to teleport again. Or if he attacks before then we die.
I need to be outside of the forest for the deal to be done.
Yeah, I'm not suggesting that you come to the village. You would have to be the one to stay.
I could.
The Animarsh kind of thinks, well, I think Karakath is an Iba commander. And no commander would do this if his intent was simply extermination. He intends to make some type of demand, would be my guess. Therefore, if we want to come up with contingency plans, things to do, that is good, but it seems like it should all be hinged upon fulfilling your deal.
Yeah, what if tomorrow we leave and he says, I'll give you the ring. I'll give you the ring, but then I'm going to kill all the centaurs. But if you leave without the ring, I'll leave the centaurs alone.
Or you leave and I'll give you the ring if you do something for me.
But then he wouldn't need the centaurs.
He could make more demands. He could lay, once again, the lives of the centaurs on us, like you just brought up, Shane. He could ask for a lot of things. He could. We're both in positions to try to make demands. When the shadow person spoke to me outside the forest, I asked to relay a message that we wanted to talk, or that I at least wanted to talk. I laid seeds for deception to lure him out towards us. Kind of using the truth to build a lie. So the shadow person said if Karaketh would want to talk after we leave, they'd bring us to him if Karaketh wills it. We could do something with that information. We could. Well, that could just be filling our end of the bargain, meeting with Karaketh. If he wants. If I said the right words to lay the proper bait. But I don't know. All of my plans right now are just kind of jumping into the aether. I don't have everything. I was planning on lying to him and saying, and trying to enlist him in the fight against the Mind Flayers is coming soon. Against that invasion. I was trying to use that.
Frankly, I would suggest you get sleep. And we go through and see what happens. Have your plans, your spells at the ready. You've wallowed into this pit. And you can stay up all night worrying and be exhausted. You've entered chess with someone who has played this game for over 1,000 years.
He just got checkmate. I'm going to bed.
Marlboro's already out the door, headed to the bed.
And that's Marsh leaves.
Shiny, I'm sorry for all the lies, but at least I hope cluing you in on all of the ones I'm making right now will make it easier. Because at least you're in on them.
I just hope innocent people don't die because of our decisions. And he'll go to bed too.
Okay. In that case, dawn comes. And Adam Marsh is down. What does the dining room look like, Naomi?
Dining room is I guess it's more formal. Like it would be the most formal place of this. So whatever the dining hall at the castle in the Kryn Castle of the Queen, it's kind of like that.
Okay. Okay. And Adam Marsh is eating a healthy breakfast. See, they seem to be doing calisthenics, getting ready. And Brain Hup's sort of just after last night. You don't see hope. You just see a warrior putting on their warrior face and attitude and ready for whatever comes.
I come into the room. I'm in like just no illusions up on the armor, base changeling, looking like I got sleep, but not the most restful sleep. But I'm not wallowing in anything right now.
All right. What would you like to do?
Is it morning?
Yes.
All right. Hit my long rest button. Pull out 3 animals from the tan bag of tricks. 4, 3, and 8. Okay. An act speak, a baboon, and a tiger. I will save those for later.
I'd like to step outside the mansion and just look around.
All right.
Shiny will step out and get ready to do this exchange or complete the deal.
Yeah. Got it. Marlboro, you go ahead and make a perception check.
So we're fighting the dragon, right?
23.
You don't know. So far, the dragon hasn't made appearance.
Yeah, I wouldn't put anything into words right now. I wouldn't will it in.
23, you can see that this kind of team of 6 still seems to be within the dim forest.
I'm going to walk out to the edge of where the forest is, turn around, take my sword out, drive it into the ground, and lean on it and wait.
All right. As you're feeling waiting for your party?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Shiny goes up. Shiny goes with them.
All right. So, are you all proceeding to leave and get a big distance away from Strathfell?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I will do it 30 feet in the air.
Okay. Go away and find yourselves getting about 700 feet away. actually, specifically. About 500 feet before, from the edge, that the same person who talked to you before, Mars appears, and all of you see they almost pull themselves out of Mars's shadow, just kind of hop out. Tap. We have a hood over their face, so you see it's the same person. Right. I am prepared to give you your payment that you made with our master. However, and he looks at Adamarsh, he is most upset with your interference. He has asked me to deliver this message to you. All of you, including you, Adamarsh, are banished from his domain. If you set foot within it once more, he will have all your people, Adamarsh, killed. If you have them leave, they would be killed should they ever return. He was content to let you do your little cleanup mission. But you have shown you do not know your place. Maybe whoever replaces you will understand where vermin belong.
Did you pass along my message?
No. As I said, you wish to entreat him, entreat him. That is your business.
How's Adamarsh reacting?
Adamarsh looks like you drove a spear through his heart. If that is the only way our mission continues, I will turn my back on my oath, so my people may live. And the person in front of you all smiles. There's a good centaur. And he takes out a ring. Not that we all understand each other. Here's what was promised. A seal of all of your banishment, and a reminder to the cost should you enter again.
I'll hold my hand out. Pleasure doing business with you. I'll hold my hand up for the ring.
Puts it in. And then his form vanishes.
I look at Shiny. You did magic to learn what the ring looked like, right?
Yeah. Does that look like the ring?
Does.
What does it do?
This ring. Oh, hold on. This is Oberon's ring, and I don't know what it does actually.
Mars,
It
can
would
I
be
see
used by
it?
people who would go on missions for Oberon.
Nylumia, can you help?
Yeah, I'll hand the ring
Yeah.
to Nylumia.
And she
Oh.
plops her butt right where she's at.
All
And
right.
starts casting Identify.
As you begin this, Adamarsh looks at you, Mars. I've never hated anyone my entire life. Up until now. I do not wish to see you again, Mars. If I
Hopefully after
do, I will make sure you are the last. I am the last thing you ever see. And begins to walk away from the forest.
before he gets too far away, I'll say into his head, hopefully, whatever we're doing here today will let you go home. No one hates me more than I do myself right now.
If you cause the death of my people, you will wish for Karaketh. And you'll say that out loud. And mid-game, this is coded into D&D Beyond for you, but this is Oberon's traveling ring.
Damn.
It's a pretty cool ring.
Nalumi's gonna hand back the ring to Shiny and go, I really hope it was worth it.
It'll be worth it for the Feywild. But the dragon still has the other thing that we need.
And we're not gonna be able to get that anytime soon.
We're not done here.
How are we gonna go back in there, Mars, if we find are spotted at all? All his people die.
Like I said, I started planting seeds for some sort of deception. I call him. I tell him that there is.
Are we talking telepathically?
Nope. We're outside of the Strathfell. I'm talking openly. I call him. I tell him that there is a great threat that would risk his control over Strathfell. And if he doesn't want that, he could come, he and I, to some sort of deal.
I mean, I like the way you're thinking, but you gotta remember, this is a dragon that's lived for thousands of years. He will think he's unstoppable no matter what, and he has an army. He won't find. I mean, the mind flayers aren't here right now. They're not on his doorstep.
I know.
And that's what he's gonna look at, is they're not here. They're not causing him an issue at the moment.
He doesn't
So
know
why?
that.
I mean, he might.
So at this point, as a DM, I just want to call a player talk, I think, because we are committing playtime to different plans. I just want to make sure that I just want to make sure whatever we all decide to do, every player's on board, as well as like how this is working out, since it is like sort of
Yeah.
hard win, right? So, Aiden, why don't you explain what Mars is thinking?
So Mars is using this information about the Mind Flayer invasion to lure Karkath to them or to get them back close to Karkath. So then we can get another attempt at him. Like, attempt to fight him again.
But we're down a paladin now. I really don't see that winning for us. I'm sorry, but he's an ancient dragon, and we just gave up our 18th paladin, who's not going to come back and help us. Like, I mean, if we came for the ring to help the Feywild, that's going to be Nylumia's goal. Like, she sees this whole dragon thing lost.
We did also come for the Staff of Kafim, which could close the rift in the portal. The rift in the plains. Eileen, is there a max capacity for your mansion?
No, but like, why? I mean, we could hold people in there, but it's going to be dormant, like there, where it's at, for 24 hours. And once it goes away, everybody gets ejected.
All right, but I'm saying maybe 24 hours might be long enough for us to shove everybody in the village into there while we try to fight the dragon.
We could try.
But if you're right, unless we can get the paladin back on board, I don't know if we would even stand a chance.
I mean, you saw what he did to us last time.
Yeah.
And we had a Draco Lich and a paladin with us. And he wasn't even hurt.
And Mars reached out with the deal because we had 2 people down. Maybe 3. I know at least 2.
Yeah, me and Shiny were down.
Marlboro looks at the deal. It's a crap day. We've got the ring. We can try to move on to the Feywild to see how we could help it for Shiny, with Shiny's quest line. So, because we are completely upside down in trying to take on an ancient shadow dragon on his home turf, already pissed off at us, knows our every move, and there's no outsmarting him. Not right now, but we know where he is. And doing good for the Feywild may lead us to a way to rectify this situation.
think Mars looks at Marlboro as like a voice of reason, so hearing that plan, he'll be behind diving more into securing the Feywild before doing anything else with anything else.
But Adamarsh is banished from his home.
For now. As we go, we're really going to find items to amass power. As we do, once we feel we have enough, and we have an opportunity to, we could rectify this big mistake. But now without Adamarsh, this is way out of our depth.
Shiny looks at the group and then watches Adamarsh trudging off in the distance. And he's going to turn back to look at Strathfell. And he's going to cast Sending to the fucking dragon.
Okay. What do you say?
Oh my god, why do I always fuck up this guy's name? Okay. And like you see Shiny's like whole demeanor sort of just change. Lord Karaketh, my name is Shinrael Kithra of the Feywild. I am a prince of the Sealy Court. And I beseech you for an audience among peerage. I come with news of great importance to your domain, a threat unknown to you.
All right. So, all right. So I'll continue this bit out. I just want to make sure whatever decision we get out of this, all players are like on board or not as we kind of go forward to these next steps, because there's obviously consequences, potentially. So get back. Sinrael Prince. Under the laws, you and your contingent are granted an audience.
Shiny turns back to the group and he said we talked to us.
Okay. Wow. Just know we are going in without the paladin.
Well, first of all, I didn't think he'd actually accept the call, but
Did they pick up the phone?
maybe. Well, what I'm hoping is that maybe he'll actually be open to reason, and he'll just give us the staff. But that doesn't really help Adamarsh either, though.
I don't think the staff is in his possession. What Adamarsh said was it was at another shadow being's encampment.
No,
think-
the last known
No?
possessor of the staff was.
Was Karkath? Or oh, okay. Mars has a lot going on right now.
So after this, there's a slight rumbling as
He's coming here.
there is a snapping of air
Oh no!
and a ripping as a portal opens, and you see a large cavern. And you hear bellowing from within the portal, "Come then, and let us entreat." So, players, y'all gotta be in on this. Because if you don't do it, no harm, right? He's not going to accept, right? No one's going to die if you don't do it. But if you do this, then you're stepped into a thing of the plot, and I feel like some people are going, I don't know if we can handle this. So there's one player can't just kind of throw everybody into it.
Can I just ask this question? If I tell Adam Marsh that he is part of my retinue, and I tell Kaketh that Adam Marsh is part of my retinue, will Adam Marsh come with us?
That'd be a check.
All right, I'll leave it up to the group. I have made a way. I have made a way for this to happen, but I will leave it up. I'm fine either way.
Okay.
I won't see it out. But I just want to
Really?
say, if there's that chance, everybody just know if this goes wrong, we're in the shit.
This might be a TPK, especially.
Yes. That's what
Yeah.
I'm trying to put out there is that.
Yeah, I would just say this is not a wise decision to step into the lair
So,
of somebody we just pissed off.
So if this conversation don't work, yeah.
I mean, ultimately, we could go just actually talk to him and not fight, right? Like, I mean, that's also a third option.
No, we can not fight, but that doesn't mean he won't.
True.
So, it doesn't matter what we do if he decides something we said wrong, a dice rolls wrong.
No, but true. But he's also been true to his word so far. There's no, and he's a lawful evil dragon, or we were told earlier he was a lawful dragon earlier, so he'd be true to his word, I think.
Yeah, and his word was if we stepped our foot back in there, he was gonna kill us.
Yeah,
So,
and technically we're doing that. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's under his invitation?
Yeah.
Dragons are
Lumia
sneaky.
flies through the portal.
Oh no!
Well, wait a minute.
It's my decision. Yeah.
Right. The
That's
players
just-
need to get it just
Yeah.
as I had said.
Like I said, I'm 50-50, so I can do whatever.
What do you think, Derek?
I'm ready to try to fuck up the dragon, you know?
Like that was never a question for Derek.
Well, did Shiny try to call back Adam Marsh to try to get him back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shiny would cast message and say, Adam Marsh, we have a way around this, but we need your help. We have an audience. We have an audience with Karaketh, and you're part of my retinue, as a prince of the Feywild. And I would really like you to come.
Please?
We'll get you home. I promise.
Make a persuasion check.
Whoa! Are there any inspos in chat?
Let me look.
No.
Wait, apparently the art department's making sure there's an inspiration.
I can give, bardic inspiration.
Taking forever to load.
She's dying.
And soon, probably, so will we.
There's one.
And Derek, are you?
An aneurysm.
Do I got a bardic too?
Yeah.
That's a D10.
Yep.
It's a 25.
Well, that's tough. You see off in the distance, he's turns. He comes back, and as he's coming back, he'll run because he sees the portal, but he'll communicate. Do we go to kill him?
We go to get you home.
Considers this. Fine, I will come with you.
Okay.
All right, then I guess we go through.
Yeah, I'll step through if Adam marches.
Break.
Yes.
Yeah, man, I got paid.
Break.
Okay, as you step through the portal, we will take a break.
And don't worry, art department. They didn't break Shiny. Shiny still does not want to kill anybody.
You're so close to breaking. It's like a thread.
Oh man, this is gonna be interesting.
There you go. I'll see you soon. right, it's time for us to come on back. All right, so let me know. Is everyone back?
Yep.
Yep.
You step through this portal from sunlight to utter black. Upon entering, cold hits your skin. Darkness, pure, no light. Your limited vision makes out in grayscale a bench of ice containing bits of hands, eyes, and other body parts left over from meals. Lurking 50 feet away, you see a mass of contorted faces, of swirling living shadows, silently screaming, as if in a serenade to their master. Beside the bench are dead elves, tieflings, drow, and halflings, frozen, with hands positioned out and fixed, sculpted, upon which is set wine, water, fruit, and cheese on pure silver platters. A voice from the shadows bellows. Sit, Shinrael, and let our discussions begin.
Shiny will put on a brave face and step forward. Great Kiketh. We come with news of an incursion being planned on this plane from creatures far beyond the known worlds. These creatures have the power to enslave minds and take over bodies. And we have seen the plans they have for the entire realm. They are a force unlike any this realm has ever seen. And you may be in possession of the one item that may be able to stop them.
Good to know I am safe.
You are not safe. The item that you have has to be brought to the rift to stop them from coming. Once they are here, you will not be able to use it to stop them. But I will let one of my retinue, Mars, explain it better than I can.
I bow to Shiny. Thank you. Yeah, what he says is true. Exandria is under threat of extraplanar siege, to the likes of which rival even the plans of the Shatter Kai who invade the Feywild at this very point in time. Our quarry is not with the Shatter Kai, our quarry is with the Illithid coming through the break in reality itself that this staff can close.
Interesting. And what staff do you wish of mine?
It is the staff of caffeine.
I see. Well, how did this rift find its way here to this plane?
Well, through a series of events that transpired in the far southwest in the Lucidian Ocean, a crack in reality was made when extraplanar energies ran through me, myself. We know we are of the only few on this plane of existence who know of this invasion that will soon take place. It happened because I was careless.
And these creatures, they will not make bargains. They will not make deals. They just have the overwhelming desire to reproduce by
Consumption.
Yes, that. Taking over bodies of humans, elves, even dragons. They eat your brain.
I will minor illusion the image of an intellect devourer. These are their scouts they send to begin their process. They're the ones who create, who empty out the vessel for their control to become.
I see. Kind of. And precisely. What is your purpose with this staff to seal this up?
Precisely.
Yes.
Let's see. Can make a persuasion check with advantage.
Who's rolling? Me? Alright. I throw it on my phone on me because it's dead, but that was a natural 20. I'll turn on my camera and just shit. Fuck. Yeah. Oh. It's not gonna. Okay. There. Shit.
Oh, good.
All right.
Okay.
So for a total of 35.
$35.
Yep.
Prince Sinrael. I am inclined to make deals with you. I judge your words true. What is your offering in this? What quarter? What accommodation do you make in return?
Well, I was kind of thinking, do we have a telepathic link up with everybody?
I did not set that up. No.
Fuck! Shiny's going to. Well, we were thinking that you would give us the staff and we would prevent this incursion, and it is just mutually beneficial.
You could rewrite your name in the history books. Instead of people fearing Kiketh, you could be like you once were, and people would know that you've done something good for this world. You've righted a wrong. You can show that you still are that lawful dragon that you once were. And then Ilumia shrinks really small.
There is a cracking of bone and a tightening of skin and flesh and a slight groan. And then a fluttering. Soft wings. And into the grayness of your dark visions, you see a fairy. Dark skin. A purple flower as a boutonniere. On a fine suit. I didn't recognize you. Ilumia.
Can I make a history check?
Can try.
I can try.
Guidance.
That is a 14 plus a d6 because I'm using my knowledge. So that is going to be a dirty 20. Do I get guidance?
This is a moment. You cannot
Yeah,
guide us if our
so-
state's in action.
I will use my past knowledge though to hopefully it help.
So is that dirty 20 with that?
Yep.
You look at them, trying to make sense of this. They're not unfamiliar. You kind of get a conversation around a table. Again, you see the woman who you fought in Nicodranas, who escaped. They're talking of plans, of planar rifts, of weakenings, of gates. And various voices muddle, you make your points. Though even with this, you can't remember the stance you took. But you remember having a moment where your confidence falters and you feel a squeeze at your hand, and there's this individual just squeezing it in support, nodding at you as you regain the confidence and talk again.
I think I remember you, but I don't remember you at the same time. My memories are very blurred.
I see.
Did you used to know her? Do you know her?
Maybe she did die. After all. If she's no longer her.
I'm still me. There's gaps. Does this fairy look very similar to how I look?
Yes.
Motherly similar? Or family related?
This is male.
A male, okay.
And as he looks, it is not relation in that sense. I I am glad there are a piece of you here. But I can't. Not sure I can betray the old you for the new one. I don't think I can do that.
So Matt, Nalumi's gonna try a deception here.
Okay.
And she's gonna be like, "Is it really you? It's been so long."
Roll that deception.
Yep. Okay, that's a 17 plus 7.
21. Okay. So. Listed is not in sight. Okay. That's a natural 20.
I am going to chrono shift that.
Perfect.
That's a 3.
Time magic.
Tis I. Then you will stay with us. Are you coming back to the table?
I'm trying to. But I have to find my own way back. And these friends I travel with, I think I'm meant to be with them, and they're meant to help me get what I once lost back. I mean, my friend Shinrel over here, he is part from the Sealy Court himself. And my friend Mars is also connected to the Feywild.
Then you don't remember.
Not all of it. I remember.
Could I run detect thoughts on this guy?
I mean, you automatically get surface, so
Yeah.
he's got a lot of thoughts going on. Surface thoughts. She really forgets that all this is because of her. Or is she playing these people?
I'm gonna lean in. Hey, sorry. Real quick, friend of hers. She's keeping a lot of information from us. What's your relation to her?
A gentleman does not kiss and tell. Let's see.
Now I
No.
know it.
I knew it.
Am I like? Do I hear this? Do I hear him say that?
The kiss and tell, yeah.
Derek's just I'm getting so much.
Oh god, now he's got another stanza to his fucking poem.
He sits here. He looks. Shinrael, you entreated. Shinrael, you swear upon me a royal boon. And I will give you the trinket.
What kind of royal boon?
You will know when I redeem it.
Can I ask you, what is your deal with the centaurs?
My deal, huh? Well, my deal is their convenience. They swore some oath to keep my lands contained. 'Tis good, because it is no good to make enemies outside of my lands. So they're contained, the outpourings from the darkness stay bridled until I'm ready. Looks at us. You, serve me quite well. Oh, you did.
I will grant you your boon in exchange for the trinket and in exchange for allowing Admarch to return to his people. He was I came to him looking for a way to you. I never once intended any harm for you, but your creatures attacked us and he defended me, a prince of the Feywild. He was doing his duty as a paladin, and he should not be banished for protecting my life.
Make a deception check.
What am I deceiving about?
Oh, they were just protecting you.
True.
He was like, no, let's go kill a dragon.
That's true. He was like that. I thought I was being clever by saying that I had no intentions because Shiny didn't. Oh, no. All right. Fuck! That's a 7.
I will give you my last reroll.
Oh my god, this is a natural 20! Oh! I don't know how to show you.
Oh, we can't see it. No.
Time magic.
Camera's not picking it up because of the background. Hold on, let me turn off my background. I mean, it means anything, right? Because like, you can see my crappy shit background.
Nice.
What's the total?
Oh shit! Yeah. 22. Because Shiny's not a very good liar. It's like.
You can see this form, this very form of this insane dragon sits and fine. But
Really? Yeah. Okay.
2 boons. 2 boons for 2 exchanges.
Can I roll an insight check to see if like this is literally the final offer? Like if I try to play hardball, is there any chance of me playing hardball and getting what I want?
Make an insight check.
It's a 16 plus 10, so 26.
26. I would say you look at this form. You've pushed them to their limit in this. You get the feeling. I guess what I'll tell you is, on a lesser roll, they probably would have asked for a total of 3, and they're
Okay.
giving in to 2.
Okay.
And a lot of this is partially because of you, and then just the way Nylumia has been, and some of this is you're having slightly compromised, but they are very much at their limit in these things.
Got it.
I would say with this too, you made such a desperate grab. There is, but you know that if people are gone who you think are gone, a boon from you can carry such power. Like, there is actually a lot this person can ask, and your acquiescence or permission can open portals to realms. If it can't now, it certainly could in the future, especially if you're successful.
Like, he's sort of banking that I might be the only way to get what he wants later on in the future. It's like an investment.
Yeah, kind of like hedging his bets.
Can I briefly look back at Adamarsh and see how he is?
Adamarsh, I'll get your insight over here too. It's kind of a dark expression on their face. Oh.
Whoa.
Let's wait for that. Gotta wait for Shiny to come back.
So, did we just take his wedding ring?
Oh man.
Be quiet, Jared.
Nylomia has the ring back. Let's run, run, run!
Is it?
Does he think he's fooling us?
Poor Shiny. Come on.
It says his cam isn't being recognized for some reason. No.
Okay. Yeah.
Was I picking anything else up with my detect thoughts, by the way? Because it lasts for a minute.
Yeah. Roughly, I would say there is things you pick up as far as, I'd say probably just the truth of what they're saying.
Okay.
And what Shiny was getting with his check as well. Just that they are, I would say though, you are getting things like, is this a test? This, like a contemplation of trying to obey her orders. And you get a name as he refers to Nylumia. And the name he uses is Orchid. All right, so Shiny.
That was the worst timing in the fucking world of streaming.
I'll get my brain back to this. Well, who were you asking? What was I saying?
Like, so Adam Marsh wanted us to kill this guy, but the best Shiny can do
About
is get
Adam
him back
Marsh.
home.
Anna Marsh. Dark. Mixture of somebody who, in their heart and mind, have gone back on a solemn oath and get what you're trying to do, but they themselves aren't sure that they can go back. They're not going to refuse. But there's also almost a hatred of dealing, and they're taking in what's seen before them. You think they think, wondering if they maybe were deceived from the beginning. Was this all the plan? Never to fight this person. Because there's good insight. If, like, even looking at Nylumia, they wonder, is Nylumia a 1,000-year chess player too? And is he just a pawn?
Shiny resolving that he never wants to hurt anybody, even supposedly evil dragons, and this guy doesn't even seem that evil at this point. He will say, I will grant you your 2 boons, Lord Karakath, in exchange for our agreement.
Good. He flies away. And comes back with the staff of crystal, ebony wood, and dark glowing purple crystal carved in pentagon facets. Spinning within, you see shape, 12-sided flat shape swirling among others, radiates power. Then the staff is exchanged. I accept the boons from Prince Shinrael and all that he represents. And almost changes his voice again to this fairy voice. We accept this wholeheartedly. And tosses it to you.
I'm going to make a check to see if Shiny can catch, because I don't think he can catch. What is that, athletics?
Or acrobatics, kind of.
Yeah, it's a 13 plus 8, so that's a 21.
You catch it. Even as you do, there is a tingling and a wind in this windless place. And you feel this pull from your stomach. And almost like you're going to be sick. As shining white light bursts from you 2 motes and into this other being. As you've exchanged boons, you immediately have 2 levels of exhaustion.
Fuck.
Okay, we definitely can't fucking fight him now.
Adamarsh, you're no longer banished from this place. Do not betray me again. Stay in your lane.
Yeah, now kiss.
What?
I'm kidding. Kiss and make up, guys.
And waves her hand and portal opens to, you see, the area you were in before. Lion Street is done. You are still not to come back here. Unless we make other arrangements. This is for you to fix your problem.
Yeah, maybe you should install like a doorbell on the other side next time, so we don't have to come Never mind. And
You have your way to contact me now.
Now. Yes.
Before
Shiny
we-
will start. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say before we head out, I form the psychic whispers and say, I could be behind a little challenge for them. I'm sure they wouldn't be able to see me pull a tooth from the bag.
Mars, I think it's okay.
Okay.
Let's not make him mad.
Amen. Yeah. And I'll follow Shiny's lead.
Shiny will step out through the portal.
Now Lumia blows a kiss and then exits.
Amazing.
I'm just furiously writing down everything that's happened for future content.
It's probably not going to change anything at this point, but I just want to point out Mars did not put the illusory outfit on, and he was just down in like the basic changeling everything.
Okay.
Probably not going to change anything at this point.
Okay. With that, you are back to where you are before. And Adamarsh take stock.
I'm sorry, Adamarsh. I don't. Killing is not my way. I know Mars promised. I know Mars promised you something, but it's just not. It's just not my path. But the least I can do is get you home.
I want nothing more from you, Faye. Nothing at all. Careful. You trespass in these woods. You will trespass against my tribe as well as your winged friend. He rides off.
At least it's not.
Frank's gonna bend over because he's fucking exhausted.
Alright, guys, where to? We got a lot of stuff to research, a lot of stuff to do.
So, what does the scepter do?
I don't know. Shiny will hand it off to Lumia.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'll set the cottage up wherever we left off, so we have so we're not sitting out in the cold.
All right. And I'm just trying to get something up quicker. What was the name of that I gave you for this?
Staff
But,
of
uh,
15.
Castine? Perfect. So I thought. Okay. You're setting up your identification?
Yep.
Okay.
In the cottage, I'll just clear off one of the tables on the ground floor and do what I can to help.
What are you doing on the floor? You're doing the cabin?
Yeah, I'm setting up the cottage chest.
You've been up for like a good hour.
Oh no, I'm setting up not to rest. I'm just so we have like shelter for while we do this.
So we have a place to do identify in.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Gotcha,
just so we're
okay.
not like on the ground.
Gotcha. Sorry, I was like a little like,
Yeah.
what the?
All good.
Cool.
Yeah, we're going to bed already.
Yeah, that was fucking exhausting.
That's a long day. Look at Shiny.
An emotional roller coaster of a day.
All right. So, you cast it, and it is in fact this. And we'll say as I'll get this in a second. What is there any other RP y'all want to do?
He's
Um,
gonna look where those two balls came from, and he's gonna make sure he still has like all the body parts where they're supposed to be.
Where are we right now? Did we just leave?
we're in a cabin outside of the forest where we were at the
Yeah.
beginning.
Okay.
We're in a 2-story cottage that just magically appeared out of the box that I put on the ground.
And then our paladin friend hates us, and he's no longer there, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Hey, Mars. Did you
Yeah, what's up?
get anything off of him? I saw like your eyes flicker like they do when you read people's minds.
I got a name for you. Your name, I think. Your old, real, just the name. Does the name Orchid sound familiar to you?
Would that name bring any memories back, Matt?
Starts to the first. You hear your voice saying, "Will you stay with me?" You hear the voice of the being that you just left. "Yes, my orchid."
Nailumi kind of shakes for a second. Is it weird that I married him, I think?
You married a dragon?
I'll
Oh,
say into Nalumi's mind, don't say that out loud around Derek. He might just make it a love square instead of a love triangle.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that the telepathy that you
No.
keep this one?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh,
You totally said that one.
I said my thing in telepathy.
And she looks at you confused for a second. Nailumi doesn't really get the whole hiding relationship, so. And then she looks at Shiny and goes, I think I did. He must have been a way nicer guy back in the day.
Or you might have been a much eviler person.
Why would you say that?
Well, you know, I used to be not a good person. Now you see me, I'm trying to do good in the world. People change.
Do you know something else, Mars? Insight check.
also inside check.
Alright, I got a persuasion of 30.
The only way I can beat that is, damn, I got a 29 on insight.
I can't beat that, so.
Yeah.
Unless I can guidance myself.
Persuasion. No. I'm telling the truth. On whatever you're trying to figure out.
Well, you read more in his head, so that's why.
I will tell her, Nailumi, like everything that I picked up while the two of them are talking.
Okay.
From my detect ops.
Because the part about you read about her wanting to come back to the court, or not the court, but which part was it?
The table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the part where we did this
the part. Yeah, the part actually where you read that this could have been her fault, and she was the one that created this rift.
Okay, then I probably wouldn't have. Yeah, I already said I did, and I did. It sounds like this was your idea. The whole a sort of invasion sort of thing.
I created the rift. Maybe I was bad. Maybe I do have to fix this then. Mars, maybe that's why we were brought together. You, me, and Shiny, and all of us.
As long as you know that the Nilumia, or your Nilumia, not this orchid person. Two complete different people.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Nailumia, the staff of Castine, is in your inventory.
Okay. So the staff is legendary. It has the properties of the staff of Dunamancy. It glows with 1,000 feet of the beacon of the Luxon when it's within. When used with the beacon of Luxon's power of reality increases. Spell absorption, bunch of spells on it. Whew. Okay. You guys, are we supposed to go find a Luxon?
I don't know.
I mean, if that's what the staff is used to help with, could that help us close? It could. I mean, Dunamancy's strong magic. Maybe we do need to find one.
Well, we know of one person who knows a lot about beacons. Bingles Bank. If we can get a lock on her, then we can maybe try to squeeze a conversation out of that.
My head's a little woozy. We've done a lot, and I'm not even sure what this all means, especially with you, Nilumia, and now I owe your husband?
The farthest I'm gonna go with this titling of Karketh is as someone with Naomi is just consort. Her consort.
That sounds dirtier. I like husband.
Consort doesn't necessarily sound dirtier, but okay.
But yeah, I'm sorry, Shiny.
I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what he could ask for. What can I do anyway? I don't know that.
Well, you told him you're a prince. What happens when one day you become a king?
Yeah, are you really a prince of the Feywild? Of the Sealy court?
Kinda?
So then he's probably hoping on you to become Archfey one day.
He's banking on our success.
Well, at least he has faith in us.
Grain of salt.
And see, I told you, Mars, there's always a way to resolve things and without having to hurt people. Not to kill everybody.
I didn't kill everybody.
No,
My
I'm
assignment was
saying,
to kill.
no, but before you were saying like, oh, it's a dragon, we have to kill the dragon. And look, we didn't have to kill the dragon. And if we killed the dragon, we would have killed Nilumia's consort.
I was in it to kill the dragon to free Strathfell, but okay.
Hey, Marble, you've been very quiet this whole time. So have you, Derek. What are you guys doing?
A past lover appeared. Some questions cleared. An angry ex has interfered. As I ride in this cabin, her husband a dragon with scales so blackened, his skin never be sagging. And that's all I have so far.
Marlboro walks outside
I walk into the kitchen and start making stew.
and just sits down.
That was pretty good, Derek.
Thank you. A new verse is being developed.
Nalumi's gonna come and sit by Marlboro and look outside with him.
Shiny's gonna lay down somewhere.
There are beds on the second level.
Anything that Lemire says to Marlboro?
Marlboro,
Yes?
do you think I'm a good person?
But I think you choose to be. Whatever happened before, you choose to be now. And that's all that matters to me.
You're my best friend, you know.
Same here. What's the next step?
I have no idea. I think they want to go look for Bingles. That's going to be a journey, I think, in itself.
Yeah. I don't think she was real happy with us the last time we saw her.
She was definitely not happy with me.
But she can get happy or unhappy. We still have to, if she's a link in what we need to do. I mean, Shiny just stared down a dragon.
You think I should try to send her a message tomorrow?
Maybe. I don't think it'd
Yeah.
hurt.
Yeah, I mean, we could at least give her a heads up. Maybe she'll come find us.
That would be much easier.
I think so. I miss the coffee shop. It was so much simpler in Necrodronus.
Yeah. Coffee would be good right now.
Oh, do you want some?
Sure.
And then she reaches in her bag and pulls out a little dragon who makes coffee.
Excellent.
Yes, nice cappuccino to make the night go by.
About an hour later, I slide one of the windows open and say, "Hey, I made stew. If you guys want any, there's just a lot of ingredients in here. I guess the old guys just left stuff here." Moment. Cool. Gotcha. I close the window and walk away.
You know, he's not a bad guy. He really tries hard.
I agree. Let's go in and see what this stew tastes like.
Yeah.
I kind of take a peek outside our cabin, maybe see if there are any blue birds or something. Scan the horizon.
Ah. You do see that there are birds that are flying above the cabin all around. And a good portion of them are blue.
Huh. I will perform the new verse at the birds. As ever paranoid as I am about this mysterious bird boon lady.
All right. You perform, and it's maybe it's your imagination, but it seems the birds harmonize with your notes and beats and then scatter upon completion.
Can't believe you married a dragon, Nylumia. Wow. I can't believe he killed you. Also double wow.
That's right, he did!
Did.
That's cold. Thank you, Derek. I forgot about that. I'm gonna send him angry letters someday. Maybe. I don't know. He's still scary.
The stew I made, by the way, it's not the best. You said after rolling a d20 and rolling a 5. Not the best, but there's an attempt.
Hey, Mars, you should bring some and put it by Shiny so when he wakes up in the morning.
We woke up like 2 hours ago, guys.
I know, but he's sleeping. He's really exhausted.
Yeah, I'll bring up a bowl and set it next to the bed Chinese taking his nap on. And just... There's no sound of footsteps at all going to or from Shiny.
Wait,
Wait, whispers to Derek. See? Aren't they so cute?
Yeah. They got some competition with your ex-husband, you know, and this weird love Y that's come out.
The love square.
A love square.
Welcome to the love shack. So while Shiny's sleeping, guys, what are the next steps? I mean, we don't really know any other vestments, do we?
think, Derek, as you came in and the birds scattered, there was an immense amount of bird poop that was dropped upon you.
Ah, damn it.
And you go to kind of grab, and there is this iridescent charm in the shape of a dragonfly that hangs from a thin silver chain. And from the dragonfly hangs a silver fishhook.
Is it covered in bird poop?
Yeah.
Ah, damn it. All right. I'll prestidigitation it. And then I will pick it up.
Okay.
And I guess I will ask Nilumia to identify this after I praise the crazy bird lady for giving me this blessing.
Derek, you always find weird trinkets. Where'd you even get this?
You know, it was covered in poop. And as usual, you know, I just am so enthralled by things covered in poop. So I was like, oh my god, let me just pick this up.
Lou is definitely looking at it. Okay. And then she'll cast Identify.
Alright. I will mid-game chat this. It's not going to be coded just yet, but as you go through, though, there is a pulse of energy at this. As Nailumia, you know this is a vestment of an archfey.
Oh shit! I never got my rainbow flower.
You did not.
Here you go, Derek. Damn you, plot.
Creed.
Wow, okay. I will pick this up and try to attune with it.
Freaking Creed.
Speaking of which, the staff that we just bartered part of Shiny's, I guess, reputation for. What's happening with that?
Would you say?
Who's holding on to Feem's staff?
The staff I'm holding?
Yeah.
I mean, I was going to plan to use it.
Okay.
I could.
Cool. That's really just all I wanted to know about that. No further question about the staff.
All right. Then I would say you've completed an arc, so you may go up a level.
At some point, Sharon's gonna wake up and be like, "Hey, I was also supposed to get a rainbow flower, but now we're not allowed back in there. So that might come up later, FYI. Unless anybody
that's
a flower and grab one on the way out."
Nailumia, as he says that, there is a flash of memory again. And you think of the times you saw him in those memories, and he didn't wear a flower of purple,
Oh no.
but he wore a rainbow boutonniere. And you realize you all were seen in shadow.
Had it on him the whole time.
I was supposed to get the flower off a dragon? Matt, what kind of crap are you pointing shiny to?
Don't steal food.
Yeah, dude.
We thought it was free.
Hey, Shiny. I know where that flower's at.
Where?
I saw it.
Where?
The fairy was wearing it when he turned. Remember the one like mine?
So, all this sort of compounds on Shiny, and for the first time, you hear him curse. Well, you guys remember that lady that I told you about back in that city we were in?
Rosanna, yeah.
Yeah, she was a lot scarier than I had let on before. And she seemed pretty powerful because I tried to use magic on her and teleport away, and I couldn't. And she might be really mad that I don't have the flower.
Oh boy.
Well, maybe we don't go back to that city soon.
I mean, it's only my home city, but it's fine.
Well, maybe we just avoid the markets. Maybe I avoid the markets. Oh, I had to avoid the markets.
Well, I got no. I got no.
So what's the plan now, folks?
Yeah, what do y'all want to do?
That is a good question.
I believe you guys wanted to go looking for Bingles.
Well, because you said something about maybe we need to find a Luxon beacon. I was saying Bingles knows about those. But I think our next step is to find our next vestment.
Oh, there's a lot. There's a disposable animal mask. There's the last rose of the King Learheart. There's the Rapier of Mutual Assured Destruction. There's the Scepter of the Flood. The 3 pendants of the Emerald Forest. The 3 primal pendants. And the Gifts of the Eladrin.
Huh. What do we know about any of those?
Nothing.
Nothing. Cool.
Well, I mean, I could probably find out stuff tomorrow, unless Nailumi, I think you have that spell too, if you have that prepared.
What spell?
The Legend Lore spell?
Nope, I don't have it prepared.
Not me either. So I can do that tomorrow and see what we can find out about one of them.
I can get us to a big library. I know a few libraries in Rexentrum.
That might help.
I mean, I was planning on eventually going to see my brother at some point.
Do you think Nailumi, that your ex-husband knows that some lady in the market wants to steal his flower?
I don't know. Probably not.
Huh.
Should we tell him?
I think we bothered him enough. I think we bothered him enough for one day.
I think so.
Well, who knows? I'll probably never even see her again anyway.
Exactly.
What are the chances she'll find me in a big city like Jorhas?
Jorhas is good. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, are we set on going to a library in Rexentrum then? To find more about the vestments?
Yeah, I've never been to Rexentrum. I've
Okay.
never actually been on that side of Wildmount.
Well, it used to be really nice. Rexentrum's a really big city. It's where I used to work out of. My old employers are there, which is a big thing. While we're there, do not say my name. Just don't. You never know who could be listening. Because I'm kind of... I was branded a traitor and marked for death by the Ogden Trust. As long as I don't give myself away and no one gives me away, we're golden.
What should we call you? We can give you a code name.
Cyrus Vala. It's one of my fake identities that I made while I was living in Nicodranus. And I turned myself into a halfling man with kind of frazzled auburn hair, really unassuming face, unassuming clothing. Like, this is Cyrus. Fake ID.
Nice to meet you, Cyrus. I'm Nalumia.
Nice to meet you too. And Matt, if you want me to mark off the gold cost for false identity for my background feature, I'll...
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. How much would that be? Like 25-ish?
2,500.
Like, how much gold would that be?
Yeah, I mean, to get what you need, probably 25 gold. Yeah.
Gotcha. Gold, mark it off. Alright, let's pack up the cottage and let's get rolling.
How are you going to get us there?
I can teleport.
Do you know it? Like, is it going to be like the last time you teleported us?
I used to live there for years. I used to work in Rexentrum.
Okay.
My armor and the ring I wear on my finger are technically from Rexentrum.
Yeah. I'm not going to give you associated object just because that's usually something very purposefully taken.
Yeah.
But you definitely have very familiar.
Cool. Oh, hell yeah. So yeah, I'll pack up the cottage chest, sling it. I won't throw it on the back of holding. That sounds irresponsible at this point. And gather everyone in a circle and teleport us to Rexentrum. I'll teleport us, try to get us as close as I can to my brother Dolus's abode. Or just anywhere in the city, really. Yeah, let's just go anywhere in the city.
Okay. Roll a D100.
30.
30. Okay. You let your magic forth. You guys feel the pull at your stomach. And boom. Things rush past. There's a bright flash. And the chill and death and smell of the blight shore gives way to body odor. And you immediately get pushed. Everyone make a strength saving throw.
3.
12.
Ooh, nat 20. Sheesh.
Natural 1 for a 12.
Nylumia.
A 15.
A 15. Nylumia and Derek, you kind of steady yourselves as a group of people kind of run into you. The rest you get run to, and you're pushed right down into the ground as mud and horse feces come up into your mouth and close. You wipe yourself off, and what's where I'm going? What is your problem?
What's where you're
Ridiculous tourists. And you have arrived in Rexentrim. And you see the city. You are in what you would know to be just outside of the candles. It is a wide streets. The Prussian type architecture goes at clean angles, reaching high up to the sky. People move about quickly, going to business, to whatever they need to do. It is colder. People tend to just to look, and they are rushing to where they need to go. Everyone mostly in reds and browns, some finer dressed, pushing around.
Right, well, let's go find a library then. I'm assuming I know about the Cobalt Soul.
Yes.
I'll try to bring everyone, I'll guide everyone towards the Cobalt Soul.
Okay. All right. Now, I think for the end of this, because we do know you had this background, we can say your background, your identity did have some credentials to get into the Cobalt Soul library. But you do push your way through. And Naomi, you're just carrying the staff, huh?
No. She will hide it. Yes. knowing where
Exactly
it-
how is she going to hide it?
You put it in my bag of holding.
Yep. Putting it in his bag of holding.
Okay.
Ooh, she's putting both staffs in the bag of holding. Yeah. Anything that does with Dunamancy, she's gonna try to hide. And she's definitely like,
Why do you have to hide the staff, Snelligan?
this side of the government really wants the magic that the other side of the world has. Jorhas. My magic, I do? Yeah.
Yeah, remember when we were trapped inside my head and we saw that 12-sided box thing? Yeah, these people want those and everything associated with it.
Okay.
So let's read some books. And I'll defer to Shiny for what we should look for next.
All right. Now, remember, because I wasn't sure why you were going here, but you know that these vestments aren't likely to be found in many books because their appearance here is relatively new.
Yeah, but you'd also like that people are collecting rumors of these new magic items.
Potentially, yeah. So you could try to do that, yeah.
We'll just try to find like the newer entries into some loggings about weird magics happening in places.
Yeah. I think as you arrive at Rextrim, as you begin making your way to the Cobalt Soul archive here, I think let's call an end for tonight. You guys can do your leveling up as well. And we'll come back next week as you're able to find out what you'd like to do next. Sound good?
Yes.
All right. You watch tonight. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll continue our craziness next week.